Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited to start hosting these live co-working and productivity sprints here on this channel. This is the first co-working sprint ever done, and I'm really excited about it. So I appreciate you being here. Um, my sister and I run this channel together. If you're new here, my name is Stacy. Hello. I'm Stacy, and like I said, I run this channel with my twin sister Steph, and we're both online small business owners. I am a virtual assistant and a business coach, and Steph is a beta reader and book editor for romance authors. So we both work online from home, and we just started to work on this channel together in the past few months. We've decided to combine this channel and run it together. So if this is your first time stopping by our channel, thank you so much for being here and welcome. We would love for you to consider subscribing to our channel if you're new here and if you haven't subscribed yet, because we upload twice a week on this channel every Monday and Friday. We do business content, lifestyle content, vlogs, lots of books and reading content, planning content, fashion, food, you name it. So if any of those topics interest you, we would love to have you stick around and hit the subscribe button below to support us so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And also, if you want to be notified about all of our future sprints like this on our channel that are coming up next, make sure to subscribe below because YouTube will notify you of every live stream we do if you subscribe. So definitely consider subscribing to our channel if you're not already. We would love to have you, and we appreciate you all so much. And if you've been around on this channel for a while, thank you so much for being a loyal supporter. We appreciate you more than you know. But I'm so excited you're here today. I'm going to wait for some of you to come on. And these meetings are recorded through StreamYard, where I'm streaming from. So if you end up missing the calls live, no worries. You can watch the replay. The replays will be uploaded after every single call on this YouTube channel under our live tab. So if you click on our channel name, Stacy and Steph, you head over to our channel and go to the live tab, you will see all of our previous sprints recorded so you can rewatch them if you missed them. And you will also see our future sprints that we scheduled. But like I said, we do reading sprints on this channel every other Saturday. If that interests you, feel free to come back for our next one where we literally read together and it's so much fun for a few hours. We both love to read, so we really enjoy doing reading sprints. And like I said, this is the first co-working productivity sprint. And if you're not familiar with what co-working is, so I discovered this a few years ago when I started working online 3 years ago as a virtual assistant. Other people were hosting co-working sprints, and I really liked them, so I wanted to start hosting my own. So it's basically where we all just come on a live call like this together. When any online business owner, when you work from home, and we just hang out, chat, and we literally just get our work done together. So we literally just have a productivity time, and you can either come on here and just hang out and chat with us, or you can actually feel free to come on and get some work done. So whatever you want to do, it's just a great way to have a sense of community when you're working from home, because I know working from home can be very lonely and isolating for a lot of people. I'm very fortunate because Steph and I, like I mentioned, we're sisters and we both work from home together. So we have each other's company all day when we're both working. So I'm blessed to have that. But I know a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people that work from home are completely alone and it can be very lonely at times. So these co-working sprints are great because you can come on and chat with other people and inspire each other to be productive and get your work done. And it's kind of like having a coworker next to you, except it's virtual. So I've always loved the idea of these co-working calls. And like I said, um, after joining so many in the past, I wanted to come on here and start hosting my own. So this is the first one. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you like these and want to come back. So we're going to be doing these to start every other Wednesday here on this channel. So, like I said, make sure to subscribe to our channel below to be notified of all of our sprints. But we would love to have you. So, we're going to be doing these every other Wednesday. So, obviously, we're doing this one today. So, the next one will be in 2 weeks from today. If you want to come back, and all the details are on our channel under the live tab. So, thank you for being here. We would love to have you come back for our future sprints if you enjoy this. So, I'm just waiting for people to come on. But like I said, thank you if you're watching the replay as well. We're so glad to have you. And it looks like some people are starting to come in. We have Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Thank you so, so much for joining. And I know this time doesn't work for everybody, but I'm personally the most productive in the morning. So it's 10 a.m. Eastern here. So this is the time that works best for me personally. But if you can't make, like I said, the live sprints, no worries. It's totally fine. You don't have to attend all of them. Whenever you can come, and whenever you want to come is completely fine. Like I said, I'm working all morning anyways, so I figured I would just host these sprints um, to get some work done and chat with you all and everything. I love chatting with you. So, but no worries if you can't make all of them live. We completely understand. Don't feel obligated. If you have other things going on, no worries. But you can always catch the replays, like I said, on our channel under the live tab. So, when you come on in, feel free to say hi and let us know where you're tuning in from. Nancy, I believe you said you're in New Jersey. Is that correct? I'm in Connecticut. So we're not that far from each other. But when you come in, say hi, let us know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know. And I'm going to write a comment. Also, let us know what you do. So, what do you do for work? And like I mentioned before, I'm a virtual assistant and also a business coach. So I work completely remote for myself. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I've been doing this. Well, I've been a virtual assistant for 3 years now, and I'm transitioning into coaching, which I'm very, very excited about. So let us know in the comments below. Even if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment. Let us know what you do for a living. I would love to know. I love hearing people's stories about like how they got into their career and what they do. I just find it really fascinating. So definitely put in the chat what you do for work. I would love to know. But the way these sprints are going to work, so I'm going to be live here on YouTube for about 2 hours. And like I said, feel free to stay the whole time if you want. Feel free to hop on and off as needed. Feel free to just hop on when you can and then jump off. Like, you don't have to stay the whole time. Like I said, I'm just going to be here because I have work to do. So feel free to stay for the whole 2 hours or not. So it's about 10 o'clock Eastern. So I'll be on here till 12 or noon Eastern time. So I understand that might not work with your time zone. But like I said, I'm going to be on here for about 2 hours. So feel free to stay as long as you want. But we're just going to be getting some work done. So I like to start these calls with a little chat like I'm doing just to give you some information about what you can expect. And of course, to introduce myself and everything. So, in a few minutes, probably we'll start with our first sprint. So, which means that will be the first period of time that we're going to get some work done together. So we'll probably do about like 45 minutes or so. And then we'll take a break and come back and check in and see how everybody is doing. And then we'll do another working sprint. So that's basically how this is going to work. Just super chill, laid back. We hope that you enjoy these. And like I said, I like them. They keep me accountable. They motivate me to get my work done because I feel like I'm working with other people. Sometimes when you work for yourself and you work alone, you can have trouble, at least for me, with motivation at times to work. So, like I said, having a sense of community here and accountability helps so, so much when you're not feeling motivated to get your work done. But yeah, I appreciate you all being here. If you're just coming in, let us know where you're tuning in from and what you do for a living. I would love to know. And when we start the working sprint, in a few minutes, just to let you know, it's going to be quiet. Um, so feel free if you want like some kind of noise or music, feel free to play your own music from your own computer because I'm not able to play music or anything during these sprints because YouTube will give me a copyright strike. So just a heads up on that, these co-working sessions are going to be quiet while we're working. So if you don't like silence while you work, feel free to put on your own music or entertainment because like I said, I'm not able to because YouTube will copyright me. So, and we don't want that because then they will take the video down. So, let me know also in the chat how you like to work. Do you like to work with noise, with music, or do you prefer working in silence? Put it in the chat. I would play music if I could, but like I said, I'm not able to do that. And for me, this question depends on the day and what I'm working on. If I'm working on like work for my clients, for my virtual assistant clients, then I will usually work in silence. But it depends on what I'm doing. And then if I'm doing back end work for my business, like creating content, working on emails, I'll listen to music. So it just depends on the task and the level of concentration that I need. Like for some of my client work, like it's just like busy work. It's just like I do social media management and also YouTube management and video editing and podcast editing for clients. So if I'm not actually editing videos or podcast episodes, obviously when I'm doing that, I cannot have any other noise because I need to listen to what I'm editing. But if I'm just doing busy work for clients like scheduling social media posts or working on emails, then I will listen to music or sometimes I'll put YouTube on in the background and play some YouTube videos because I love YouTube so much. That's what inspired me to get back into doing YouTube because I actually started this channel many years ago and it was a planner channel. And then I kind of fell off because I got busy with my 9 to 5. So I came back to this channel like last summer and I'm really enjoying it. And then Steph, my sister, joined me recently, but I've always loved YouTube. I'm an avid YouTube watcher. I just love everything about it. It's definitely the best community that I've been in. I feel like people are just a lot nicer on YouTube than on social media. So I like to watch YouTube videos when I work. Sometimes I'll put on a TV show that I've seen a million times and know and love because I'll have that background noise, but I won't necessarily have to actually pay attention to what I'm watching, if that makes sense, because I've seen it a million times. So mine and Steph's favorite show of all time is Friends. Let me know in the comments below if you're a fan. It's our all-time favorite show. I watched Friends first when I was in college. Um, and I've literally watched it ever since, and then I got stuff into it, like, a couple years ago. We both just love it. It's the perfect show just to unwind and de-stress and decompose after a long, busy day working. I personally love sitcoms, so, um I just love like clean comedies with like no vulgarity, nothing gory, like just a clean lighthearted show. So, and I love to watch it every night before bed. Steph and I we pretty much watch it every single night before we go to bed. I've done that for years. It's just like my comfort show. So let us know if you're a Friends fan as well. If so, who's your favorite character? For us, it's really, really hard to choose. I know Steph loves Joey and Phoebe, which I do too, but I also love Monica and Rachel and Ross. So, but I love all of them, honestly. Chandler, it's really hard to choose a favorite character. Hi, Steph. Thanks for joining. So, Steph, who also runs this channel with me, is now live at Booked with Steph, like you could see on the screen. Thanks for joining. Like I said, we're twin sisters and we run this channel together. But I think she's just going to be in the chat today. Sometimes for these sprints and these calls, we might have guests come on and join us on camera. But for today, I think we're just gonna Steph's just gonna be in the chat. Unless Steph, you do want to come on video, then let me know. But otherwise, you could feel free to just hang out in the chat with us. So while we wait for more people to come on at any time, like I said, put in the chat what you do for work. I would love to know. And then, like I said, we're going to do some work sprints in a few. Um, but if you don't want to do any work, feel free. If you have time to just hang out and chat, that's fine too. I'm gonna leave a comment here. So I just put the comment, are you going to be working with us today? If so, let us know. And if you are going to be working, then let us know in the chat what you're going to be working on today. I would love to hear from you. And so for me, Steph, feel free to put in the chat if you're going to be working or not. Um, for me, I am going to do some business work for my business, so back end work. I'm actually in a coaching program. I have a business coach, and she's incredible. I'm so blessed that I found her. I love working with her so much. She's just the best business coach ever. So I'm actually going to work on some coaching content. She has like a coaching portal course that I purchased when I signed on with her, and it has all trainings to use for me to like help improve areas of my business and to learn. So I think I'm going to be working on my coaching program today. And then I'm also launching my own group coaching program very, very soon. I'm aiming for April. And this is going to be a group coaching program for pretty much new and starting out female virtual assistants who aren't really making money yet in their business and who want to start making $2,000 income months in their business in 6 months. That is going to be my group coaching program on your way to 2K Academy. I'm building everything out now and getting the logistics and everything set up. But I'm super, super excited. Stay tuned. I'll be sharing more details with it soon about it soon. And if you're interested in this program, if you're a new virtual assistant and you would like to be coached by me, I actually do have a free waitlist that's open. So I'll put the link to it in the chat. So you can take a look. It is no commitment. It's completely free. You are not going to be charged anything for being on my wait list. It's just a way for you to receive information about my coaching program. So in case you're interested, so you'll get all the information you need. You'll also get first dibs on joining the program when it's live. You'll get first choice at joining. And you'll also receive an exclusive bonus from me for being on the waitlist as a thank you. So if you're interested in being coached by me, if you're a new virtual assistant looking to start and grow your business to earning $2,000 a month, definitely join my coaching waitlist with the link in the chat. I would love to have you join. And like I said, it's not a commitment. You're not paying for anything. It's just a way for me to send you some more information so you can make an informed decision when it is time to join. I would love to have you join. And it looks like Steph commented here. So she is, like I said, she's a beta reader and she's a freelance book editor for authors. So she said she has a new manuscript to look at, so she'll be doing some of that during the sprint. That's awesome stuff. I'm so excited for her every time she has a new project. Her job is literally so cool because she's literally helping authors get their books edited and ready for publishing. Like, how cool is that? Like, I am just I just admire her so much. I love everything she does. Um, I will always cheer her on, support her, and we're very, very close. We're twin sisters. We're very supportive of each other's businesses. So I'm so grateful to have her. Steph, you are amazing at what you do, and I know that I do tell you this. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm excited for your new project. And it's cool because a lot of the authors will actually send her the books that like once they're published in the mail, which I think is so cool. So stuff gets to actually like own a copy of the books that she edited. So that's insane and I definitely want to read them. But I'm so proud of you, Steph. I'm so excited for your next project. Like I said, if you're just joining, welcome. Thanks for joining. Feel free to let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat. Also, let us know what you do for work and if you're going to be working with us today or you're just going to hang out. Let us know. But I think we're going to start with our first co-working sprint. It's already 21 after 10. So we're going to get started and yeah, feel free to engage in the chat the whole time if you don't want to work. So how this is going to work, like I mentioned at the beginning, is we are going to do a co-working sprint for about 40 minutes. So this is where we're just going to have quiet time live together to work. Or if you don't want to work, you could feel free to just hang out and chat in the chat box. But I'm going to get some work done and so stuff while we're just on this call together. And like I said, it's going to be silent because we're not allowed to play music because YouTube will give us a copyright strike. So we're going to work in silence. And feel free to play your own music if you don't want silence and you're working. But like I said, I can't play music or else we'll get copyrighted. So we're going to have a silent working session right now for about 40 minutes. We're going to work until 11 o'clock if you want to join us. And then at 11, I will come back on here and we'll do a little bit more chatting. We'll check in to see how everybody did, how much work you got done. And then we'll do another co-working sprint for another hour until 12. So if that sounds good to everybody, we'll get started. And if you have any questions about anything, let us know in the chat. Oh, thanks, Steph. She said she just posted the link on Facebook. I posted it in my Facebook group too. So thank you for that. So yeah, we're going to get started with our first sprint. Like I said, feel free to work along with us or just feel free to hang out and chat. But I'm going to share my screen and pull up an ambiance. So I like to have these up while we're working. It's just a nice thing to look at, while we're getting work done and everything like that. So we're going to get started. I'm just going to put a banner on here. So on the bottom, so we are going to work. I'm actually going to, let's see. I'm just going to put 11 o'clock Eastern. And this is Eastern time. There we go. There's our banner. So we're going to get started. We're going to work until 11 o'clock Eastern, and then we're going to come back and chat some more. But yeah, feel free to hang out. Feel free to get some work done with us, whatever you would like to do. So we're going to work for about 40 minutes or so. And then we're going to come back and chat. So I hope you enjoy this co-working time, and I hope you're able to get some work done if you want to with us and be productive. Let's have a productive time for the next 40 minutes. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to write a note in the comments. Oh, we have a question here. Let's see. Hello. Thanks for joining. So we are going to do 2 long sprints. So we're about to start our first co-working sprint. We're going to go until 11 o'clock Eastern time, and then we're going to come back on here and chat, and then we're going to do another one. So we're going to do 2 sprints. We're going to be on here for about 2 hours. And thanks so much for joining. Let us know in the chat when if you're tuning in now. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what you do for work, and if you're going to be working with us or if you're just going to hang out. But thanks so much for joining and being here. We appreciate you being here. And let us know how you found our sprint. Also, like if you are you subscribed to us on YouTube already? Are you just finding us from somewhere else? Let us know. We would love to hear, but we're going to start our first co-working sprint now. And like I mentioned, so we're going to be working in silence, and because I can't play music while we're working because of copyright. So if you want to play music, feel free to do so on your end, but I'm not able to play any music or anything because of copyright. So we're going to start working now, but feel free to stay engaged in the chat and answer our questions. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what you do, what you're working on today, and all the things. I would love to chat with you. I'll be on here. Just gonna be getting some work done together. Oh, cool. You found us from searching live on YouTube? That's amazing. I've found many channels the same way myself. So that is awesome. I love sprints. I always search for them too. But I love that it came up. Thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate you. And if you just to let you know, if you want to attend our future sprints, we're gonna do these every other Wednesday. And we also do reading sprints on this channel too. If that interests you, make sure to subscribe with below because then YouTube will notify you of all of our future sprints. So I'll put it in the chat. We're so glad you're here. Thanks for joining. So yeah, if you're subscribed to our channel, you'll be notified about all of our future sprints. They'll just pop up on your YouTube homepage, so you won't have to worry about like finding our channel again and everything like that. So we would love for you to subscribe to support us if that interests you, and check out our videos. We do lots of fun, like business content, reading content, lifestyle, all things. So we would love your support. But thanks for being here. So we're gonna start sprinting now. So, like I said, feel free to join in, feel free to get some work done with us, or feel free to just hang out and chat. So we're gonna sprint until 11 o'clock Eastern, which is about a half hour. And then I'm gonna come back on here and we'll chat some more, and then we'll do another sprint. So I hope you all have a great 30 minutes, whether you're working or not. And we appreciate you joining us. But let's get started working. And I'll check back in a little bit. Thanks so much. All right, we are back, everybody. Our first sprint is complete. How did you guys do? Let me know in the chat. Did you get some work done during this time? Did you get something else done that's not work related? What did you get up to in the sprint? Let me know in the chat. I would love to hear from you. For me, I had a very productive half hour. Like I mentioned, I was working on the coaching program that I am in with my business coach. So I was going through some of her trainings and listening to them to learn, get some knowledge that I could use for my business. And then I also started working more on my group coaching program that I am starting and will be launching hopefully in April for brand new virtual assistants that want to make $2,000 a month in their business and really get going and start working online right now. So I'm working on that. So I got a lot done. So put in the chat how much work you were able to get done or kind of just like what you got up to. I would love to know. Steph said she started reading the manuscript and took care of the dog. Awesome stuff. We have a puggle named Jake. He's the love of our life. We love him so much. Um, and we're with him all day because we work from home. So sometimes he's needy in the morning, sometimes he's not, depending on the day. So, since I'm upstairs in our home office library room doing the sprint, I asked Steph to like keep an eye on Jake and our dog and to like take care of him. So thanks for doing that stuff. I'm glad you were able to start reading the manuscript. Are you liking it so far? What do you think of it? Let me know. What did everybody else get up to? Put it in the chat whenever you're on here, even if you're watching the replay. And if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the chat. I like to see who's watching the replay. It's so much fun to see like who was watching it back later on. So if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the chat. But I hope you all are doing well and you enjoyed the first sprint. Steph said, I'm just about to read the prologue. Awesome. That's so exciting. That is awesome. And part of the time while we were sprinting, I was on YouTube looking for a timer to use for these sprints, which you saw at the end. I found this beautiful beachy 10-minute timer, so I plan on using that for future sprints. Steph said, I'm also watching a reading vlog and drinking coffee. Yes. Awesome stuff. We both love watching other YouTubers, like I mentioned, and especially booktubers. And we're in the booktube community here on YouTube, and we love it. We love chatting with other people who love to read because we're both huge readers. And of course, you have to have coffee. I forgot to mention before, but I have my coffee here. And I have it, and we have a Nespresso machine. So this is a Nespresso thermos. I usually drink my hot coffee in a mug, but I am one of those people that's super slow at drinking my coffee. I could drink one cup of coffee for hours. I just don't like to rush it. So, yeah, let me know in the chat. Are you a coffee lover too? Or what drink you like to drink in the morning? So kind of wake yourself up. Steph and I are both huge coffee drinkers, and we got an espresso machine about a year and a half ago, and it's a game changer. If if you also love Nespresso, let us know. We are huge fans. We had a Keurig, and we just can't go back now. Nespresso is just like 10 times better. Let us know if you're Team Nespresso, Team Keurig, or if you don't drink coffee at all, what do you like? We also love to drink tea and matcha. I like to do coffee in the morning because I need the caffeine. And then at night, I like to have like an herbal tea when we're reading and such, and when we're just hanging out. So let us know what you like to drink in the morning. Are you a coffee person? Are you a tea person? Let us know. Welcome to those of you joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. Put in the chat where you're tuning in from, how you found us today, what you do for a living, what you're going to be working on. So this is a co-working productivity sprint. This is the first one we're doing on our YouTube channel. My sister Steph and I share this YouTube channel, and we do reading sprints all the time, every other Saturday. And this is our first co-working sprint. So this is with the purpose of actually getting some work done and being productive. So feel free to join us here every other Wednesday, I'm sorry, at this time at 10 a.m. Eastern. Come back to our channel. We're going to do these every other week. So this is kind of just to get work done. We both work from home. We're online small business owners. So we wanted to come on and do some sprints to get some work done together and chat. So if you want to attend these, you could feel free to work along with us, or you can just feel free to hang out and chat. You can read, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But make sure to definitely subscribe to our channel. If you're not already, because if you subscribe, then you will be notified about every single sprint that we do. So you won't have to worry about like forgetting what our channel is, losing our channel, everything like that. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Like I said, we're going to be doing these every other week, and we also do reading sprints on Saturdays. So welcome if you're joining. Ooh, let's see. Amy just joined. Welcome, Amy. Thanks for tuning in. How did you find our stream? Let us know. Thanks for being here. You're going to be starting The Legacy by L. Kennedy. Ooh, that is awesome. So you're going to be reading on here, it sounds like. Very, very nice. You would love our reading sprints that we do on Saturdays. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on our future sprints. But we're so glad you're here, and I know the author. I'm very familiar with L. Kennedy, but I have not read The Legacy. But I'm sure it's amazing. So I'm excited that you're going to be reading it. And Steph, my twin sister who's in here in the chat, she knows even more books than I do. So, she's the one who knows like every title. And Steph put, Amy, thanks for joining. Have you read her off-campus series? Let us know, Amy. I've definitely heard of that series too, but like I said, I have not read anything by L. Kennedy, but I definitely want to. So let us know. But we love doing reading sprints too. Like I said, we're both huge readers. So yeah, we do reading sprints, like I said, every other Saturday here on this channel. So definitely subscribe if you want to be notified about our next one. We just did one last Saturday, so the next one is going to be on April 1st. So definitely subscribe so you're notified so you don't miss our sprints. But we love doing them where we read for 2 to 3 hours at a time. We'd love to have you join the next one. But like I said, you're also, of course, free to read on these co-working sprints on Wednesdays as well, like Amy. And just to share a little bit about books, since we're on the topic, I just finished a book last night. I was reading, I'll put it in the chat. I was reading Susanna's Garden by Debbie Macomber last night. You probably know who she is. What are you? Put in the chat what you're reading currently if you're a reader. I know this isn't a reading sprint, but feel free to let us know. We can have a book chat. Let's see. And Amy said, yeah, this is actually the last book in that series. I'm obsessed. Oh, that's so awesome, Amy, that you've read the other books. I didn't even know that that was like in that series. So that is so cool. Like I mentioned, I just finished last night Susanna's Garden by Debbie Macomber. I found it in a little free library, and we just uploaded a little free library haul on our channel, so definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. to see the fun books that we got. My sister and I, we love little free libraries. We find so many good books at them. So I found this one in the little free library, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars out of 5, and it was really good, but it was a little bit on the darker side. I typically like to read really, like, light and fluffy romance. So this book was a little darker than I expected. It was a good book though. It was just kind of on the long side too. But I would still recommend it if you like Debbie Maycomer, or if you're looking for like an adult fiction read. There's not a lot of romance in it, but it's more like women's fiction, I would say. So let us know in the chat if you're a reader what you're currently reading. We'd love to know. And Steph said, which asking Amy, which book is your favorite? I've only read the first book. Oh yeah, Steph, I forgot that you've read the first one. That's so cool. Let us know, Amy, for sure. But yeah, I'm always open to having a book chat. Like I said, Steph and I love to read. We spend most of our time reading when we're not working, since we're huge homebodies and introverts. So we would love to hear what you're reading and have a book chat. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna put it in the chat as well. We host live reading sprints on this channel every other Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll just put that there in case any of you want to know. So make sure to subscribe so you get notified about our next sprints to join us. We would love to have you. So definitely subscribe if you're not already. We would love your support. And Amy said, "Oh, I'm not sure. I love all of them, but I think The Mistake is probably my favorite." But ooh, okay. So you sounds like you really like the series. That is awesome. I will definitely be checking it out. Um, Now that you said that you really like it, so thanks for sharing. Um, yeah, I'm always looking for new recommendations. So I'm sure Steph will want to read the other books in the series as well. So that is fantastic. So it looks like you're going to be doing some reading for our next sprint. Is that correct, Amy? Feel free to do so. We're going to be working, but feel free to read. I think that's a great idea too. Let's see. Ooh, I love this book chat. Let's see. And we have, I finished I'm Glad My Mom Died Last Night. Oh, that's Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, isn't it? What did you think of it? I would love to know because we have not read it, but we've heard pretty good things about it from other people. But let us know what you thought of it. I definitely do plan on reading it at some point. I'm not honestly a huge memoir or like nonfiction or biography fan, but once in a while it's fun to switch it up and read one. So let us know in the chat what you thought of it. Like I said, I've heard pretty good things about it. And we're huge Jeanette McCurdy fans. Like we loved iCarly and everything like that. All the Nickelodeon shows. And okay, let's see. Oh, great. Yes, it was heartbreaking and heavy, but I'm glad she had the courage. Absolutely. Yes, she's had a really tough life. I feel so bad for Jeanette. Like just her backstory and her horrible relationship with her mother and everything. Yeah, I've heard that it's very heavy. So it's not really for everyone, but I'm fortunate in that I have a very, very good relationship with my mom, and so does Steph. So I don't think we would be triggered by reading it or anything. So I definitely do plan on giving that a read. Steph said, "I've heard that The Score is a lot of people's favorite book." Oh yeah, you're talking about the Al Kennedy series, right? Cool. Uh Me neither, but I relate to mom issues. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like as long as it wasn't triggering for you and your own problems, like by all means, like, I'm glad that you were able to read it and kind of take things away from it and not let it trigger you or anything. And of course, no one has a perfect relationship with their parents. Steph and I can definitely attest to this. Our relationship is not perfect. We love our parents so, so much. They're the best parents in the world, but you have those times where like they drive you crazy and we just drive each other crazy. So I can definitely relate. But I'm fortunate that we don't have any like serious issues. And Steph said, me too. I want to read her book, but I don't usually like reading dark books. Yeah, Steph and I are not really dark romance readers. Let us know if you like dark and like taboo romance. It's not really our thing. We love like Hallmark movies, so we love like more lighthearted romance. Let us know if you're a romance reader, what kind of romance books you like. I'm gonna put that in the comment. Do you like taboo or dark romance? But yeah, everyone's reading taste is different, of course. And then it needed a lot of other trigger warnings besides. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I think it's crazy when books don't have trigger warnings and they need them because that's just really unfortunate. Like I know I've heard a lot of cases where people will come across a book and like I said, there were so many issues that triggered them and like they didn't even know. Like there were no trigger warnings. So that's unfortunate. So I'm glad you shared that. So thanks for sharing. I will definitely know if I do decide to read it from what you're saying that it's going to be heavy and a little bit triggering. So thanks for sharing. I appreciate you sharing that. And then yeah, like I said, if you read romance, do you like taboo or dark romance? I don't typically. And Steph said, I'm currently reading the Matchmaker's List, and I know she started this last night, and it looks like a really cute book. It's adult romance, I believe, and I think it's like Indian culture and stuff. Is it like the girl's grandmother who's a matchmaker or something? It sounds really cute. Let us know in the comments if you've read this, or if you have any romance recommendations or any book recommendations. We would love to know. Amy said, honestly, I wasn't so sure about that one, but that's just because I wasn't too keen on Dean in the previous books, anyways. I love Logan. Interesting. Okay. Thanks for sharing your opinion. It's interesting to see like how people like different characters better than others. I'll definitely keep this in mind if you choose to read that. So thanks for sharing, Amy. And then definitely check out the Goodreads reviews. They trigger all the okay, they have the trigger warnings. That's good to know because I would hope that people would put trigger warnings in the reviews, but I feel like some people don't when they probably should. So thanks for sharing. And I'm gonna throw or I'm sorry. I also have a Goodreads account and so does Steph. So if you go in our description box for this live under the Connect with Us section, feel free to click on our Goodreads and friend us. We would love to friend you on Goodreads and connect over there. Definitely do so with the link in our description box if you want to friend us over on Goodreads. I don't read romance usually. Magical realism is my favorite genre. Ooh, that's super, super cool. I don't think I've ever really read any magical realism books. And I'm typically a very like closed-minded reader. Like I said, I would typically just stick to romance, but I've been branching out in the past year. I'm proud of myself. I've been getting more into like fantasy, cozy mysteries are my favorite now, historical romance. So I'm really starting to branch out. So maybe I'll get into some magical realism. Do you have any book recommendations? If so, feel free to share. Steph said me either. I'm open to editing dark romance, but I don't read them in my free time. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's just not really our thing. We used to read a lot of new adult books, but they were like very, very dark. We're just not a fan of like those tropes, like the age gap trope and like the billionaire trope. We're just not really a fan of those, but if you like those, then no worries. We're not saying that you shouldn't. Everyone's reading taste is just different. Um, but yes, I know Steph does edit a lot of dark romance for authors for her job, which is really cool. And Steph also said to Amy, I stopped reading the series years ago because I thought the first book was good but not amazing. It's also new adult, which I don't read anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like just like what I was just saying, like it's not really our genre anymore. But I might consider it because Amy, you really like it. So I'll definitely consider it. So thanks for sharing. If you have any other recommendations, feel free to add them in the chat. We would love to hear from you. But um like I said, I finished Susanna's Garden by Debbie Makehomer last night. So I need to pick out a new book to read, and I have no idea what I'm going to read next. I'll have to do that in another live where I'll have a couple choices and then I'll ask you guys to help me pick my next book. That would be fun. Oh my goodness. The Night Circus is my favorite book of all time. I have 3 copies. Oh my goodness, do you have different editions? I read The Night Circus. Are you talking about more yeah, I know which book that is. I read The Night Circus years and years ago, many years ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I totally see how it's your favorite book of all time. I don't think I have it anymore. I actually think I got rid of my copy for some reason because a couple years ago, I was cleaning out my book collection and I was just holding on to a bunch of books that I had already read and I didn't plan on rereading. So I think The Night Circus is one of those books that I ended up getting rid of because I just didn't think I would read it again, but I absolutely loved it and I know Steph hasn't read it. Have you read it multiple times since it's your favorite book or just once? And, are your different copies, are they, like, all different editions? Let us know. But yeah, The Night Circus was really, really fun. I've never read anything like it. I would actually like to reread it now that I'm thinking about it. And you can kind of see we have a book cart back here, and I'm actually in our library reading room. So in front of me, I have all of our bookshelves. But yeah, definitely subscribe to our channel if you are a reader and you enjoy book content because we upload a lot of book content on this channel as well as reading sprints. And our past 2 videos on our channel were both book related. So we did a little free library haul and a reading vlog. So definitely check those out on our channel and subscribe. If you're a huge book lover like us, we would love to chat with you more about books and have you join our next reading sprints. Amy said, "Yeah, I totally understand. That's definitely not everyone's thing. It took a while for me to get into it, to be honest." Yeah, exactly. That's okay though. It's okay. Sometimes some books take a little bit longer to get into, and there's nothing wrong with it. So no worries there. Some books are like slow burners for me where I have to really warm up to them, like if I'm not enjoying them in the beginning. I've only read it twice because I have so many books on my TBR. I can't wait to read The Midnight Library before. Ooh, yes. Yeah, no, I understand that. I totally get that. Like Steph and I both have so many books on our TBR as well. It seems like there's not enough time in the day and just in life to read all the books we want to read. So I can totally relate to that. One of me and Steph's, I'll put it in the chat. One of our all-time favorite books, I don't know if you guys have read it, is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It's one of our all-time favorite romance books. If you have not read it and you like adult romance, you need to read it. We were both obsessed with it. We both read it years ago. It's literally been pretty much my favorite book ever since, and I'm dying to read it again. So I think we're going to buddy read it, me and Steph together this year, and maybe we'll do a reading vlog on YouTube. But it's one of those books, like my favorites. I've been dying to reread it. Let us know if you've read it, but you definitely need to check it out if you like adult romance and you haven't read it. It's just so good. And I can't wait to read The Midnight Library and Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Yes, we both want, I think Steph does too. We both want to read both of those books and we have not read them. So, do you own those books or do you need to get them? Let us know. Yeah, multiple editions. That's what I figured. So yeah, like I said, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne is just like one of like pretty much my favorite book of all time. It's hard for me to choose favorites, but honestly, I think it is the best romance book I've ever read. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Um, didn't they adapt that too? Are you talking about The Hating Game? Yeah, they actually did. They turned it into a movie with Lucy Hale. Um, was it 1 or 2 years ago? and it was actually pretty good. Steph and I watched it, like, immediately right when it came out. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon Prime Video, and we really liked it. I've only watched it probably twice. I thought it was a pretty good adaptation. I obviously think the book was better because that's just pretty much always the case with book to movie adaptations. I feel like most people end up always preferring the book, but it was pretty good. I do recommend watching it. And yeah, Steph said it was a movie. Yep, the movie is good too. Yeah, definitely recommend watching it. I think it's on Amazon Video, if you can. But like I said, the book is better. The movie is great, but the book is better. Definitely read the book. If you're just gonna do one of the two, read the book. But if you want to watch the movie, also go for it. It's pretty good. And I know like adaptations are really tricky. So I think they did a pretty good job with it. I love Lucy Hale. Steph and I are big fans of her, so she did a really great job. And the main character's name was Lucy as well. So, let's see. I love how this is one of the only co-working sprints I've seen on YouTube. It's always reading or writing sprints. I'm sitting here working and jealous of people reading it. Yes, I completely agree. So, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. That was actually the reason why I wanted to start doing co-working sprints here on YouTube because I feel like you were saying, a lot of people just don't do them. I've only seen one other person do these kind of sprints, and I just thought it would be a great idea. Like I said, because we're all working, it's the work week. So, why not work together? I completely agree that most sprints are like reading sprints and such. So, yeah, that is exactly why we wanted to start doing these, just because like there's definitely it's definitely missing from YouTube. So we really appreciate you being here, and I'm glad you're enjoying this, and I hope you'll come back for our future ones. Every other Wednesday to start, but I might move them to every single Wednesday. So thank you for saying that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, like I am loving this. So we're definitely going to keep doing these. And it's so true. I'm subscribed to some other booktubers, and I always think that too whenever people are just doing reading sprints like during the work week like this. I'm so jealous because I want to read, but I have to get my work done. So I completely agree. And yeah, it's funny that we're talking about books, but it's all good. Very passionate about books, so I'm happy to chat about books. But thanks for being here. Um, that's fun. Yeah. Steph said, yeah. What is your job? Are you a business owner as well? Let us know what you do for work. Turning to book convo is typical bookish problems. Yes, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, we love to read. We could talk about books literally all day, every day. So it doesn't just have to be a reading sprint where we talk about books. I own a small business. Oh, really? I own a boutique photography studio. Wow, that is awesome. How long have you been doing that and where are you located? I would love to hear more. That's amazing. I'm a virtual assistant and a business coach, and Steph is a beta reader and a book editor for authors. So let us know, tell us more. How long have you been doing this? What made you get started, and where are you located? I would love to hear more. I love hearing people's business stories, especially if they're self employed like we are. It's so fascinating to see people's career stories and career journeys and how they got to where they are. Oh, you're in Tampa, Florida. Awesome. Oh my goodness. That's funny because Steph and I actually want to move down to Florida, and that is one of the areas that we are thinking of going to. Do you recommend Tampa? Have you always lived there? How do you like it? Let us know. Yeah, because we're in Connecticut, so we're just like super north. Um, it's super cold here, so I don't know. We just kind of have the desire to live somewhere else. We've lived here our entire lives. Our whole family's here. We do have cousins in Florida, but Steph and I both are kind of having the desire to move to Florida. So let us know if you like it there. We've been considering Tampa. And Steph said, "That's awesome. I'm a freelance book editor, proofreader, and beta reader." Exactly. Oh, no worries. I can share more another time, can't chat. No problem at all. We completely understand. It is the work week. Absolutely. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. This has been a really, really fun conversation. Steph said, "Can I have your Instagram, Facebook? I would love to follow you." Yeah, absolutely. If you want to start a follow train here in the chat, feel free. Put your social handles and we can reach out to you and chat with you there if you're comfortable. If not, don't worry about it. I'll put my Instagram. Steph, put yours in the chat. So this is my business one. I have multiple Instagrams, but this is the one I check the most. If you want to follow and chat, and I'd be happy to follow you guys and support your businesses and everything as well. So this is mine. Stacy to Caesar Creative is my business name. But yeah, I would love for you to share. Actually, I could put Steph's. Um, Steph's is at Booked with Steph, same name as her YouTube username here. Yeah, feel free to give us a follow, reach out, send us a DM, chat more. I absolutely love this community. I love getting to know you all. So I really appreciate you being here. And thanks for the book chat. That was super, super fun. So definitely, if you're interested in our book content, definitely subscribe to watch our book videos. We have a bunch on our channel. And like I said, we're doing reading sprints every other Saturday. So we'd love for you to join us here on YouTube for those. The details will be on our channel under the live tab if you want to check that out so you can come join us. But it's 11:34, so I think we're going to jump into one more sprint. We're going to do one more working sprint to finish off for today. So if you're all good, I'm going to start it. Let's start our last working sprint. So this will be again about like a half hour or so. If you can't stay, no worries. Feel free to jump off. The replay for this call will be on our channel. After the call, it will be uploaded there so you can watch the replay under the live tab on our channel if you want to come back and catch up. But we're going to get started with our last working sprint. So we're going to go until about noon Eastern time. So I'm just going to set that up here. There we go. Yeah, we're going to get started. Feel free to work along with us, read, get stuff done, whatever you want to do. Thanks again for being here. I'm just going to get this set up here. I'm going to put the ambience on here. There we go. All right, let's get started with our last sprint. So we're going to go until about noon Eastern time. Feel free to join us. I hope you get some work done and have a very productive half hour. Let's go. All right, time is up. We are back. That was another really quick sprint. I hope it was productive and you got something done. Even if you didn't, that's perfectly okay. But let us know in the chat how your sprint was and what you got done. I would love to know. For me, I did a little bit more work in my coaching program because, like I said, I'm trying to get that done for April. So yeah, it was very productive. I got a lot done in that half hour. So comment down below and let us know how the sprint was for you. Steph said it was good. I read 7 pages of the manuscript. Yay! Awesome job, Steph. That's great. It's just nice to hear that when people get work done. I think it's very, very motivating. It's nice to be able to motivate each other and cheer each other on when we all get our work done and achieve our goals. So comment down below how the sprint was, what you ended up doing. Did you work? Did you not work? What did you do? But we appreciate you being here. I'll wait for you to write in the chat more. But this was going to be our last sprint of this co-working call. I would love to do a longer one in the future if that would interest you. Let me know in the chat. Today is just one of those days where I unfortunately can't stay longer than 2 hours just because I have other previous commitments going on this afternoon. But if there's a day where I have nothing going on, I would love to do longer sprints for like a few more hours. So let me know in the chat if that would interest you. So I'm planning to do the next co-working sprint in 2 weeks from today on the next Wednesday. But if you want to see these every single Wednesday, if you want to see them every week, let us know in the chat. I'm still trying to figure out how often I want to do these, whether it's every week or every other week. So that's why I figured I would start with every other week. But let us know in the chat if you want these every week, if they're really helpful for you, if you like this idea and you definitely want to see these and come to them every week to get work done. Let us know in the chat how you feel about this. And I'll be happy to make arrangements and get the next ones scheduled. But thank you so much for joining us today. It was super, super fun, like I said, to come on and chat with you all. So we really appreciate you being here. This was super fun, and I love how it turned into kind of like a book chat. But yeah, we really appreciate you being here on our channel. So thank you so much again for being here. This was a blast, and we can't wait to do more. Like I mentioned, we'll be doing more co-working sprints like this on Wednesdays during the week. And then we also have been hosting some fun reading sprints on the weekends. So if you're a bookworm and you like to read and you want to read along with us on Saturdays, definitely check out the live tab on our channel um, for the details of our next sprint, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel so that you're notified of our next sprints, because if you're subscribed, YouTube will send you notifications when we go live so you can find the live sprints easily and join us. So we'd love to have you join our future sprints. But yeah, I think that is all for today. We're going to hop off. I'm going to have some lunch, take the dog out for a walk, and I have a bunch of YouTube video editing to do this afternoon for one of my YouTube clients for work. So I have a lot to do this afternoon. I think it's going to be a great day. It's super sunny here and it's starting to get warmer. But thank you so much again for being here and for joining us today. Definitely subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our future sprints, and keep checking back on our channel. We also put updates in the community tab on our channel about our sprints, so make sure to check there to be updated about the next one. But we appreciate you joining. Thanks so much again for being here. We're going to close off for today, but I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the chat if you did, and we plan on doing many more of these soon to come. So thank you so much again for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you back again very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.